Imagine one of your best friends, your deepest loves, betrays you, and you are so profoundly affected that you resort to self-harm. Ignorant, oblivious, or maybe even in self-denial, the relationship continues. All the while you grow weaker and the pain grows deeper. This has got to stop, but you feel too weak to even put up a fight. For many, this heartbreaking scenario well illustrates life with undiagnosed celiac disease, a condition that's often mistaken for other illnesses or dismissed altogether. In this video, we'll break down the details of this destructive love affair, and we'll explain why self-harm is an apt description of the pain inflicted. Further, we'll explore why celiac disease is so frequently misdiagnosed, the key symptoms to watch for, how you can advocate for a proper diagnosis, and, for the first time ever in this series, we'll play the part of matchmaker. We'll try to connect you with a new love, the healthy relationship you never knew you needed. Ah, fresh bread. How can something so simple, so basic, be so intoxicatingly desirable? Around the world, bread is a fundamental part of most diets and a basic component of most meals. If you are like most people, bread and all of its cousins, the cakes, the muffins, cookies, and on, occupy a large space in your heart. This love affair likely started when you first moved past mother's milk and has only deepened since. What could possibly be bad about such an enduring and delicious relationship? For most people, obviously with moderation, nothing. But for others, a key component to all these delights makes the relationship damaging. This incompatibility has led to many years of pain, fatigue, or other mysterious health issues. What is the guilty component? The component is gluten. Gluten is a group of proteins found in certain grains, particularly wheat, barley, and rye. But why can we accurately say that things that contain gluten may drive certain people to self-harm? Because in essence, the body is attacking itself because of the gluten. Put simply, for those affected, gluten enters the body when they eat foods like bread or pasta or other things that they love. Then the immune system mistakes gluten as a threat. The result, the body attacks itself with devastating consequences that damage the small intestine. Over time, this damage can prevent the absorption of nutrients, leading to a wide range of health issues. So, gluten triggers the attack, but the damage is caused by the body's own immune response, not by the gluten itself. This unfortunate condition affects about 1 in 100 people worldwide. But up to 80% of those with it remain undiagnosed or misdiagnosed. Celiac disease is often misdiagnosed because its symptoms overlap with many other conditions, such as irritable bowel syndrome or IBS, lactose intolerance, or even anxiety and depression. In some cases, patients are told that their symptoms are all in their head, leading to years of frustration. And since the symptoms can vary widely from digestive problems to neurological issues, it's easy for doctors to miss the connection with gluten. Now, watching all the videos in this series, like the ones depicted here, can empower you and your loved ones to help your doctor to zero in on a proper diagnosis. Let's take a closer look at the common symptoms of celiac disease. These include digestive issues like bloating, diarrhea, or constipation, fatigue and brain fog, nutritional deficiencies, often leading to anemia, skin rashes, which sometimes cause itchy, blistering patches, bone or joint pain, unexplained weight loss, and unfortunately, children can be greatly affected by celiac disease as well. Their symptoms can include stunted growth, delayed puberty, and irritability. Let's meet Lisa, who struggled with bloating, exhaustion, and anemia for nearly a decade. Despite seeing multiple doctors, she was repeatedly told it was IBS or stress. It wasn't until a persistent friend suggested celiac disease testing that Lisa finally got her diagnosis. Stories like Lisa's are all too common. On average, it takes 6 to 10 years for patients to receive a proper celiac disease diagnosis. On average, not just every once in a while, but on average, it takes 6 to 10 years for patients to receive a proper celiac disease diagnosis. How sad. So, how is celiac disease diagnosed? The process usually involves 2 key steps. Number 1, a blood test to check for specific antibodies that indicate an immune reaction to gluten. Number 2, if the blood test is positive, a biopsy of the small intestine is often performed to confirm the diagnosis. A blood test, and then a biopsy. It's important to note that you must continue eating gluten during the testing to avoid false negatives. But as always, consult your doctor before making dietary changes. A celiac disease diagnosis means finding a new love, one that won't cause you to self-harm. Like most bad relationships, a complete breakup is necessary, no matter how delicious she or he, the tart, may be. Embracing a gluten-free lifestyle is the only effective treatment. This involves eliminating all foods containing wheat, barley, and rye. But it's not just avoiding the obvious foods. Gluten can hide in sauces, soups, and even medications, so careful label reading is essential. The good news is that with proper management, most people with celiac disease can heal their intestines and lead healthy lives. Not just healthy lives, they can lead enjoyable lives. While breakup with an old love may be necessary, it's usually not easy. No difference here. In fact, you may want to give in to bagel lust or even a muffin tryst. To avoid a painful relapse, you need to fill the void with a lover that won't trigger a painful relapse. And have we got a match for you? forget that natural foods, such as fruits and vegetables, meats, poultry, and fish that's unprocessed, they're all still available to you. Many of the ingredients that make up the things that we love but that were dangerous for us can be replaced by others. Instead of wheat, barley, and rye, other grains like rice, quinoa, sounds exotic, corn, millet, buckwheat can come to the rescue. There are also baking substitutes that can give your new love the same qualities that you enjoyed in your old love. Substitutes like xanthan gum, psyllium husk powder, and certain seeds. But you don't have to make all these things on your own. Many of the things that you love, like bread and pasta, there are now gluten-free alternatives that are delicious and widely available. While celiac disease in itself isn't preventable, early detection and proper diagnosis can prevent long-term complications like osteoporosis, infertility, or certain cancers. Knowing just that one point makes sharing this information with others the loving thing to do. If you suspect celiac disease, don't wait. Advocate for yourself by asking your doctor about testing. And remember, not everyone experiences the same symptoms. As we say often in this series, trust your instincts if something feels off. Celiac disease may go underdiagnosed, but with awareness and advocacy, we can change that. If you're experiencing symptoms, speak up, get tested, and take charge of your health. If you are diagnosed, some changes will be required. Yes, breaking up is hard to do, but in time you'll have your new love and be better for it. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, please like it by hitting the little thumbs up button to help others to find this important information. And don't forget to subscribe for more health insights and share this video with anyone who might benefit. Together, we can raise awareness and help people live healthier lives. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and love the one you're with, as long as there's no gluten involved.